Sean, don't fall.
Oh, oh gosh, you scared me.
Yeah, I had to get you now. Well, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Yeah. So, how you doing today?
I'm good. It's been a good day. The weather's starting to change. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Well, the weather's starting to change, and of course, I get congested. So
Yeah.
that's the downside. So,
For both of my kids.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Everyone's congested at my household.
Well, welcome to wintertime.
Wintertime. Yep.
Yeah. Well, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. Welcome to the Ultimate Buffet Podcast. My name is Chris,
And my name is Sean.
and we got a good little episode for you guys today. We're going to do a part one, I think, of many discussions. I don't think we're going to put a limit on this one because I think we can talk about this for a very long time, farm to fork.
Yeah, no, I think this will definitely be a discussion that we'll have more than once. Obviously, we've got another one planned with a local farmer.
Yep.
And then I've got another friend that's actually in Sonoma County that would also be a good guest host for Farm to Fork.
Well, it's such a big deal nowadays, with, farm to fork is a lot of lifestyle change for a lot of people, and going around that, I think this isn't a one and done discussion.
No, not at all.
I mean, I think a lot of the stuff that we've already discussed is not a one and done. I think last week's, self-maintenance, I think that is an ongoing conversation. I mean, that was a great, 2-part episode that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, technically part 2 is not even released yet while we're recording this.
Okay.
So, it's good that we can continue that conversation. I think we can continue talking about cooking. I think we can continue talking about guns. Maybe trucks might be a one and done, but I don't know. I have a feeling we'll talk about that especially with electric trucks and recent news. I don't know if you've heard some IPOs released about that today.
I have not.
Yeah, so new IPO released for Rivian trucks. So they, I think you pronounce it Rivian. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, but they just released their IPO today, and it already shot up a little bit, but that was expected. So, but they haven't even turned a profit yet. It's $100 stock already.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, that was a big thing, but I mean, I think most of our discussions are going to be ongoing. So, something good to throw out there. But I think Farm to Fork is a good little one that we can discuss. And
yeah, I mean, I think we've got some good points to touch on today, and something that we'll definitely be able to elaborate on with future conversations.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that one. So, well, why don't we kind of get into, the most important part of every episode.
The whiskey of the episode.
The whiskey of the episode, yes. So, this week's whiskey of the episode, it is a little bottle.
Let me actually kind of interject real quick. So, the cool thing behind this bottle is we didn't know this until this evening, but Veterans Day being tomorrow.
Yep.
So I'll leave on that note and I'll let you kind of finish.
Yeah. So this was a little collection that I had from a gift from my brother-in-law.
Okay.
So this is Hooker's House Bourbon, Sonoma style whiskey, or Sonoma style American bourbon. It is straight bourbon whiskey, finished in Pinot Noir barrels.
Ooh, so we're fancy tonight.
Yes. Well, we're fancy in 200 milliliters. But the cool thing about this, and you touched base right there with it being Veterans Day tomorrow, is that this company is in honor of General Joseph Hooker, who was a Civil War veteran. So that's kind of cool with Veterans Day being tomorrow.
Well, and then it being bottled in Sonoma, California.
Exactly.
Farm to Fork.
Yep.
Sonoma, Napa, they're a big Farm to Fork area as well.
Absolutely. So you're bringing everything together now. So it's you got Veterans Day, you have Farm to Fork,
and Scotch.
And bourbon. Here. Yeah. So well, let's do a cheers.
Cheers. That's actually really good, and
That's smooth.
I think we need to buy the big bottle
Yeah.
of this.
Well, guess what? We got two more of the little bottles, different styles too. There's a rye, and then there was
A whiskey.
no a wheat. That's what it was, a wheat edition.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, Hooker's House Bourbon,
good job,
Sonoma, California.
good job, guys.
Well done.
Yeah, so we'll make our post like average with, or well, normal. I shouldn't say as average with that one. For that one. So, and then I have one more special thing before we actually get into this episode.
Big dedication.
A big one here. So we would like to dedicate this episode to, I should say, my dog.
Yeah.
Lady.
Yep.
My wife's dog, our family dog, Lady. Unfortunately, we have to put her down on Friday.
Okay.
She's just a old girl, old bloodhound,
Yep.
big old floppy ears, getting too many bumps, unfortunately, and can't really walk, and has lost her eyesight probably for the last 3 months.
Okay.
We've definitely extended her life, I think, as much as we can.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's that time.
Well, unfortunately, she'll be in a better place.
Yeah.
Or fortunately, whichever way, your family wants to look at it. But she won't be in any more pain.
Yep.
And she'll be able to see.
Yep.
And she'll be able to hunt rabbits.
Yep.
In her next life.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, it's a sad thing, obviously, having to put it down a family pet, and, it's a family member at that point.
No, it totally is.
I mean, she lived 11 years old, and I'll be honest, after she had her knee surgery, I didn't think she was going to live more than a couple years after that.
Okay.
And, I want to say it's been almost 5.
Okay.
So she's a trooper.
Yeah.
I love that big old dog. So
cheers to Lady.
Her.
Cheers to Lady. Gosh, Chris, this is really good.
Yeah,
this is probably one of the better ones we've had.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I want to say I don't remember who. I know it was one of my brother-in-laws that got me that. So Ash, Charlie, whoever got me that, I appreciate it. We're enjoying it right now.
We are very much so on your dime. Thank you.
Well, let's get into this. Let's get into this episode. And
Farm to Fork.
Let's get into it. So right off the bat, neither one of us are vegetarians.
No.
So
No.
I mean, I like farm fresh vegetables, which we'll get into.
Yes.
But let's get into the meat. That's the important thing right now.
Get into the meat and potatoes of the episode.
Exactly. So let's get right into the meat. So meat preference. So if you had to pick one meat to eat the rest of your life, what are you picking?
We're going to do this on 3, and we're going to say our choices.
I think our choices are going to be different on this one now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Beef.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going duck there.
I
thought you were going to go duck.
There's a lot that you can do with duck, but there's so much more you can do with beef.
Oh, I completely agree with that one.
Yeah, I would say beef is my cut of choice. Unfortunately, as we talked last week with the gout, I do need to be careful.
You gotta eat chicken tacos, not beef tacos.
I know. Yeah, the beef is probably my favorite. It doesn't sit well with me on occasions with my gout. I have had to cut back, which is very unfortunate. And it's actually not a lot of beef that I've got to cut back. I've actually had to cut back on the more expensive cuts. So with good marbling,
the fat is what affects you.
I think. I mean, I'm not a doctor, and we don't have Dr. Swanson here to correct us, but I would have to say that what has irritated it more is the actual marbling.
Okay.
So a good ribeye or a good New York that's got some good marbling in it, just it hits me hard.
So no A5 Japanese.
I would risk it for some A5.
Well, yeah, that would be worth it.
I would just triple my medication for the day.
That would be good. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised you picked beef. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm gonna have to go beef, and I would have to say my favorite cut would be tomahawk steaks.
ooh, yeah, tomahawks are good.
I just there's something about that massive bone, just the
Well, you get the flavor from that bone.
exactly.
So I would obviously beef. I like the variety of beef. I think I could probably eat beef every day easily.
Same here.
I don't think my doctors would like it. My
Nope.
cholesterol would not like it.
Nope.
All that. But I agree. The variety for beef is a big thing for me. Um, I'm going to say my favorite cut, and you're probably going to laugh at me because it is people for either love it or hate it, right?
Okay.
And it's a filet mignon is my favorite. And a lot of people go, oh, there's no flavor there because there's no fat content, right? I think it's all about how you cook it, all the
I agree.
preparation. So
And if I had to guess the preparation that you would do for it,
Yes.
it would be a sous vide.
hey, cheers.
Cheers.
On that. Cheers on that.
Okay.
You hit it right on the head. So if you cook a filet sous vide, it is absolutely perfect.
Okay.
You have this coloring through exactly to the temperature you want, and then you get a hot cast iron, and you sear that.
Yep.
It is perfect.
I mean, yeah, if the kitchen's not on fire, smoke wise, it's not hot enough.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You get it as hot as you can because you literally need it on there for 30 seconds. That's it. You're
Yeah.
just creating that crust.
How long for the sous vide process to get it to where you would want?
I think it would depend on how thick of a fillet you get.
Okay.
So I know I've gotten ones that are thinner, but they're like bigger.
Yeah.
Like a fatter one. And then you get those ones that are from oh god, what's that box? The Omaha Steak Company.
Yep.
That are super tiny, but they're fat,
They're
right?
fat. They are.
So the fatter ones will take a little bit more time. I would usually, to be on the safe side with any of them, probably try to do 3 hours.
Okay.
Just because I want the tenderness from it as well. They're so tender anyways, but I want to be able to cut my steak with a spoon.
Yeah.
So
It's funny that you mentioned that. So there's this place that my family and I love to go up in Tahoe. It's called Garwoods,
yes.
and that's on the north side.
Yep.
And
we've done a birthday for you though.
we
there.
have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yep.
right.
A
We
long
did.
time ago.
A long time ago. So yeah, Garwoods has their filet mignon and their French onion soup. I know it's a completely different topic, but the filet mignon you can cut with a spoon at Garwoods, and it is perfect every time I've had it.
I would like to know how they prep that because a lot of steakhouses do not use sous vide, right? They're traditional, all that, but Garwood's is, I mean, a very, 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 very nice restaurant, right?
Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff. They do weddings. They do a
Mhm.
lot of different stuff, which we're actually going to, the wife and I, we have a wedding next year that we're going to
Okay.
up there,
Oh wow.
which
okay.
is cool.
Good.
Yeah. But I could see them sous videing up there. I could easily see them doing a sous vide up there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know a lot about the sous vide process, but I do know that you can get a big bucket of water, right? So
Yep.
you could do
Yeah.
10, 15, 20 steaks at a time.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Burnt with Bradley Cooper?
No.
Oh, you got to watch that.
Okay.
That's a good one. You want to talk about cooking? So he was a former Michelin star chef
And it's called Burnt.
called Burnt. Yeah, and he basically just hooked on drugs and going out and partying and all that, and owes money to the wrong people, and yeah, so he basically has to flee. I want to say he was in France, has to flee France, and then he goes back to the U.S. where he was originally from, and I don't want to give away the story, but he punishes himself in a certain way,
Okay.
and then he finally wants to go back and open up another restaurant, and
And his best dish is filet mignon.
no. But he hires a whole bunch of these new chefs, and one of the chefs, she goes, "You need to get with the times. Like, we are not doing French cooking anymore with butter, ever all over there. You need to learn. And he goes, I am not going to cook in a condom. And it was like looking at a freaking plastic bag, but it's super funny. Like it's
Okay.
a great movie.
All
Like,
right, I'll have to put that on the notes.
yeah, I recommend that one. So,
Okay.
uh,
So obviously I said beef is mine. I'd have to go pork for my next one. My number 2.
yeah, I would probably lean for pork as well. I think flavor wise, I mean, I can get some good flavor out of chicken.
Oh yeah, no, you
Um,
definitely can.
but I think with my pork supplier that I have,
Yeah.
well, you have the same pork supplier.
I do.
Yeah. That our pork supplier will be on one of these episodes.
Yeah. No, they
And
will.
I think that pork, hands down, is the best pork I've ever had.
So I've had a lot of pork in my day, and I think I would agree with you. I think the pork that we get from that local supplier here in Placer County, they do bulk, so
Yep.
it's nothing individual. Um, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean,
agree.
flavor, consistency. I mean, we've had, I think, two pigs so far from them, and it's been consistent both times. I mean, I would have to say that carnitas is probably my favorite pork.
Well, what I like about with them is they have a couple different packages where you can get your different cuts and all that, and there's so much variety. Even if you get a half pig, you still get so much variety.
Well, and that's what we do. So we split a whole pig with my wife's parents, and financially it just makes sense as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of meat.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I got our half pig that we got this year, but probably 6 months before that
Hmm.
is when I went and shot my boar
Yeah.
that I got. So I have quite a bit of pork still.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a lot. And I got to get rid of it because in March I'm going to go shoot another pig. So
What would you compare the boar that you shot
not even close.
Not even close.
Not
Okay.
even close. The fat content on the one that we get from our supplier is such a high quality fat on there. Like,
It literally disintegrates.
yeah. So a lot of people will look at it and be like, "Oh my god, that's such a fatty piece of meat." And it's like, "Okay, yes, it is."
Yep.
But that is how they are bred. So how they described it, or maybe I'm putting words in the mouth, but basically the pork that we get is like the Wagyu of, like, related to like Wagyu, like on the beef scale, right? So they are bred for the fat, and it melts in your mouth. It's literally supposed to disintegrate, but the fat itself is a healthier fat for you.
Yes. And one thing about the fat, it completely turns to this gelatin that disintegrates.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
literally I'm such a picky eater when it comes to fat on a steak and whatnot. And if it's not going to fall apart, I'm cutting it off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I was told with the pig that we both get. It's try the fat.
Yeah.
And it legitimately
Well, and
just disintegrates.
they've had people, and obviously knowing them, they've had people that say, "Oh yeah, I want a half pig," and they give the warning. They've given it to you. They've given it to me. They give it to everyone.
Yeah.
This is not your traditional pork that you are going to go find at your grocery store.
Not
right?
at all. Not
It is
at
going to
all.
be a fattier pork. So they made a delivery one time. It was a half pig. It was what, $500-$600 probably
Mhm.
worth of pork, and the people got it and complained.
Yep.
They're like, "This is so fatty."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, that's the point. Like,
Yeah.
that we told you," and
Yep.
they bought it back.
Yeah.
They said, "That's fine. We don't want you to be dissatisfied. We'll buy it back."
That was actually a friend of ours.
Oh,
Yeah. So that was a friend of ours, and yeah. I mean, to each their own.
Yeah. And I get it. A lot of people aren't going to like that fat. They don't want it and that kind of stuff. And no offense to them. Like,
No, none
and,
at all.
And they didn't take it that way either, too, which is really good. It was like, "Hey, we understand. We have no problem. We'll buy it back from you. And heck, I think they ate it. I don't even think they sold it.
Yeah.
Obviously, at that point, they weren't going to sell it to anyone else.
Yeah.
And I want to say they devoured probably that whole half that
Well,
they got.
I will agree to disagree. I'll agree with the fact that it may not be pleasing to the eye to see that much of a fat cap on a pork chop,
Yeah.
but it's all how you look at it.
Yeah.
When you go buy a pork chop at the grocery store, it has no fat on it.
Yep.
You're buying a pork chop.
Well,
There's no extra flavor, there's no extra anything with it.
Well, the first time I ever saw the pork too, I was shocked because you go to the grocery store and you look at a pork chop or any kind of pork, and it's very pale. You know what I mean, like color wise.
That's a really good point.
So it is, you could tell it's not. I mean, yes, it's a little pink, but like the old saying, pork the other white meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get the pork from here, and it looks like a steak. It looks like
Yeah.
beef. It's
You're-
red.
Yep.
I mean, it's bright. It's very colorful. I mean, because of what they do in raising that pig.
Yeah.
And giving, a good feed, but the pigs live off the land. They
Yeah.
move. They're moving the pigs every couple weeks to different stations that are rooting across their entire property.
And they have a big property up there.
Yeah, they have a good sized property, and they have segmented it to they got their garden areas. They have areas for their chickens. They have areas for the pigs, and then they have
That was another thing. I got one of the chickens on the last batch.
yeah
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Not something you'd buy at a local grocery store.
Well, it's a free range chicken.
Yeah.
They have literally set up the chicken house is obviously there to collect the eggs or the chicken coop, but also protect the chickens at night, right?
Yeah.
So the door is automatic. So at daylight or before daylight, the door automatically comes up, and then at nighttime it automatically goes down to protect the chickens.
Yep.
And they know to go in and then go out, right? And of course, a couple have been left out, but they usually sit underneath, and they're usually pretty good. But they roam the property. There's no fence line for them. They roam anywhere they want to go on the
Yeah.
property. So they're eating everything, bugs, all that stuff. And I mean, you want to talk about the best eggs ever?
Oh my
Those
gosh, they're
eggs.
unbelievable.
The eggs are incredible.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I'm spoiled, and I get a couple dozen, So, well, I have a child that all she says is eggies, eggies, eggies. So,
Oh man, I wish my kids would eat eggs.
oh my God,
Yeah.
that's
No.
what she had for dinner tonight was
No.
eggs.
Yeah,
Eggs and
our
cheese.
kids won't do it.
Yeah. I mean, that kid loves eggs, and those eggs, I know are because you crack that egg open and the yolk is just bright yellow.
Yep.
It's so and the flavor in the egg is incredible.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. It's not something that we would get.
No.
So with pork, like I said, my favorite way to prepare it would be carnitas.
Okay.
What would be your favorite in regards to
Oh,
pork?
Gosh. So I think for me, I really like the pork chop.
Okay.
I would have to lean more towards sausage, though. I'm a big sausage fan in general. Don't get me wrong. I love bacon.
Yeah, yeah,
Bacon is great. I like the variety that you can do with a ground pork. So I think I've made the banh mi style tacos for you.
Yeah.
With
Yep.
the pork.
Yep.
And I like that because I can make, if I want to, I can make Mexican food with it.
Mhm.
I can make
Italian.
Italian food. I've done it for we did pasta one night
Yep.
and we did pork in that. I've done Asian food, obviously, breakfast. So a variety. So I would say the sausage is probably my favorite because of the versatility on it, flavor wise, and what you can do with it.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. I did the chorizo for breakfast this morning.
Okay.
We did breakfast burritos this morning, and the from the pig, and it was unbelievable.
So when you got the chorizo from them, did they already pre-blend it, or did they give you did you ever get the one where the seasoning was on the side?
I did on the first pig. I didn't do any seasoning on the second.
Okay. Yeah. So we did breakfast flavor on this last one.
And
You can still use it what was it? The pasta dish that we did 4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, whatever
Yep.
that was. I can't keep track anymore. These episodes just keep rolling, and I love it. Wednesdays come around, and I get all
I
excited.
know, I get excited.
But that was breakfast flavored. But the flavor is so mild on it that you can adapt it to whatever you want, which is super nice.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So, I mean, I think that I would rather take the little bit of the flavoring in that, because it does have some seasoning that's already been put into the pork compared to my unflavored boar that I got, the sausage on that. Don't get me wrong, it's still good,
Yeah.
but it's just a different to it.
You know what we need to do, since you need to get rid of some of that pork from the boar, or some of the ground sausage from the boar.
Yeah.
We should do burgers with that.
Ooh, that's a good idea. We
So
can do that.
next time, on the next episode that we do farm to fork,
Yeah.
let's do 50-50 ground beef, ground boar.
I'm down.
Okay.
And hope maybe we can get our pork supplier here, and
Yeah,
maybe we can feed them and see what we can do with that.
that would be good.
Maybe we can get both of them on.
And then they would have to supply the alcohol.
Ooh, sponsorship.
I think the
Hey, if you're listening, pork supplier,
pork supplier.
you know who you are, and I know you listen because I talk to you every week. So you can sponsor this episode. I'll give you a discount on that one. I just need a bottle of whiskey.
There we go. Nice. So the next topic, which, I really need to get better at in regard to the farm to fork thing. It never crosses my mind to think about veggies and fruits.
Yeah. So I think fruit is probably easier to think about, especially this time of year with Apple Hill.
Yep.
I mean, everyone it's a rush up towards that direction, right?
Yeah. So for anybody who's listening that doesn't know about Apple Hill, it's up in Placerville.
Yep.
Little past Placerville, I guess.
What is it? Camino, I think.
Camino. Yes. And they've got, just huge orchards of fruits and veggies and all the farm to fork you can ask for.
Yeah, and they make a lot of products with their apples. I mean, from obviously apple cider, selling apples, apple pie, apple donuts. They definitely have a variety. And
anything apple you can think of, they do it.
Yeah, and I want to say my wife went up there with one of her friends, and they went to a coffee place, and they had a coffee sampler flight. I'm like, yes, please. Can I have that one? And there was like 4 coffee things. It looked super good.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, it's definitely growing. I know they are doing a lot more fall stuff in general, like even pumpkins and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But they make apple jelly up there. They make anything like,
they have marinades and barbecue sauces, and actually one of my favorite hot sauces is from up there. It's a jalapeno Vidalia onion hot sauce. It's not spicy by any means, but it just has a really good flavor, and it's local farm to fork.
Yep. Yeah. So I think fruit wise, that's a lot easier. Veggies are a little bit more difficult.
When we came up with this topic, one of the things that popped into my head for veggies and fruits is Denayos.
Yeah.
There is no reason why my family, your family, can't go to Denayos more often.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a huge market.
Yep. Well, and you have all these farmers markets that are pop up. Rockland has one. Roseville has multiple ones.
Yeah, Roseville's got a few of them.
I know Lincoln has one. I want to say it is on Thursday mornings, right off 193 in Sierra College. Like there's
the one in Roseville on Pleasant Grove and Wood Creek is on Sunday mornings.
Oh, see, so I mean weekend right there. I mean the one that I've seen is on a Thursday, and I mean most people are working on Thursday. I mean with everyone working remotely and that kind of stuff now, they probably could get there.
Yeah,
but it's still. I mean, they're all over. I guarantee if you just type in Rockland Farmers Market or Auburn Farmer Market or Loomis Farmer Market, they're everywhere.
Yeah, well, it's not something that we've taken the time to research, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we probably need to, because the quality of the products is way better.
I couldn't agree with you more.
There was a box, and I forget the name of it that we signed up for, and it was they basically got local farmers, and it was a variety. You could go on every week and pick like what fruits and vegetables you wanted,
Okay.
and they just mailed it to your door. And it was a great deal. It was an awesome deal. We found that we just weren't going through, like we go through a lot more meat than I think we do fruits and vegetables. At
Yeah,
least back in
no,
the
I
day. I mean, with a kid now, we're definitely more fruits and vegetables than probably meat, but I'm still a carnivore, so I'm gonna eat meat like crazy.
with talking about the fruits and veggies, a buddy of mine that lives in Sonoma County, he does the farm to fork when it comes to vegetables and fruits. He has a farm.
Okay.
I believe it's on his grandfather's property,
Nice.
and they sell locally. He would be another good one to bring on. I'll have to give him
Absolutely.
a call and see if we can get him up here.
Absolutely. Well, this topic is just huge.
Yeah, I mean, we could go on for hours with farm to fork. I mean, it's kind of an endless story.
Well, and there's just so much variety, and being in Placer County, right next to Sacramento County, what Sacramento's new saying now, well, it's not new, it's been a couple of years,
Yeah.
is the farm to fork capital.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a big deal in this area.
No, especially with Placer County as a whole, I think there's a lot more than we know.
Yeah.
In regard to farm to fork
Yeah.
establishments.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So going down, I think pros and cons of going farm to fork. I think this will carry on. One, especially having guests. I think this is a
Yeah.
good question to ask guests. Like, hey, what do you think your pros and cons are? Kind of just like last week that we did with Dr. Sorensen.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? And he deals with a lot of patients on a daily basis, so he was kind of doing like through his life, like
Yeah.
through work. But when we have farmers on there, what is their experience with farm to fork? Because a lot of this goes into not just what you're eating, but your health
Yeah.
and what carries on. And I know, a lot of, people that we talk to might have not just the farming background, but might have a medical background or
Mhm.
might have different other backgrounds on top of what they do that they can provide additional information with. So this, I think, is a good question that gets carried on multiple episodes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So pros and cons of going farm to fork. I think the pro, in my opinion, would be it's just better. It's better quality, hands down. I mean, every farm to fork, whether it be a fruit or a veggie or a meat that I've had, it just tastes so much better than something that you could buy in the store.
Absolutely.
The con for me would be the fact that if you run out of your farm to fork pig, let's say we get from the supplier, that's it.
Yeah.
If I want a pork butt, I've got to go to Safeway or Sam's Club,
Yep.
and it's drastically different.
Absolutely. Well, and a con that I have too, and I was going to play the pro con game with you, not to be the negative con side.
Well, I mean, if we're
but-
playing games, let's start
okay.
with a little cheers. I really enjoy this.
Yeah, that one's really good. So, yeah, no, it's fantastic, that whiskey.
That's good.
I'm wondering where I can get a big bottle of this.
We're gonna have all that. That'll be my homework.
Oh, a general strength. That's the they don't even give it like it has the alcohol rating, but it says for their proof, it literally says general strength, 100 proof.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, there's your answer.
yeah, that's why it's so good. But playing the pro con game, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of gave the pro, which I completely agree with, and I think there's more pros than cons.
Oh, big time.
But I think one of the biggest cons is depending on the season is depending what you get, and that's reality, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we live in an era and a generation which is fantastic that we have the science behind being able to, or not even necessarily the science, having the trade and having the world open up and the world is really flat when you're looking at a business perspective, right?
Correct.
I can get products from China. Well, you can't get them right now, but you can get stuff from across the world. So from different climates. I mean, in the U.S. we don't grow many bananas, right?
Yep,
We have
that's
to
true.
get it from tropical places. So, and we go through a lot of bananas. So grocery stores are great for that. I don't think where we live in Placer County, we're going to find a banana supplier.
No.
So con wise is, say it is July and you need to make a thing with pumpkins. You want to make a pumpkin pie. I don't know why you'd have pumpkin pie in July, but
Yeah,
you know, but you, if you're trying to go 100% farm to fork, you're not really going to do that unless you have saved something from a previous year.
yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of things that you can't save. I
Yeah.
mean, when it comes to the meat, yeah, we can vacuum seal it, deep freeze it, and we're good.
So just came to my head. Do you think farm to fork and prepping go hand in hand?
To an extent, yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't call myself a prepper.
No, and either would I. Oh,
I would say we're prepared. I think
Prepared.
you and I have
Yes.
similar mindsets with that, and I wouldn't consider myself a prepper, but I would definitely consider myself prepared.
You don't have the bunker going in next week?
I do.
Oh, okay. All right. No, and I agree with you. I think when you think farm to fork, and I mean, when you buy any, it's like you go to Costco and you're buying, things in bulk. Really kind of farm to fork, especially on the meat side. I guess I lean more towards the meat side because I have probably more experience in that.
Same.
You're buying in bulk is
Correct.
realistically, right? So you're buying, not even necessarily buying, you're going out and hunting. So say you go get an elk, right?
Yep.
You have meat for a very long time. And, I was listening to an episode of Joe Rogan.
I listened to that.
Yeah.
The one you sent me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and they were talking about, eating elk, they'll go hunt an elk and that's their meat for a year.
For a year.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were talking about, there was one part they were talking about, the meat is great fresh, right? But if you properly prepare it and freeze it right off the bat, at least Joe Rogan said, he could not tell the difference between a frozen piece of elk that he got from the fresh, right? Because it's prepping it correctly. But he can tell a difference from an elk that he gets that he got himself, that he hunted, versus one that he buys at a restaurant. Because I didn't know this, but I guess most of that elk comes from New Zealand.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't get that far.
yeah.
So I didn't.
And the episode that I was listening to was, his name was Cam Haynes, I think was his name.
Close. Can't.
I think it was Cameron Haynes.
You're
He kept
yes.
on, yeah,
you are correct.
he just
Yep.
kept on calling him Cam Haynes, and he's a huge bow hunter. So
Yeah.
and it was a great episode. It was a great thing. I mean, you want to talk about farm to fork on a hunting scale? So knowledgeable about it. But you look at that, you go duck hunting, right?
Yeah.
You can. How long do you think you could save a duck for?
Well, one of the things I wanted to bring up was the deep freezer.
Yes.
I don't know the scientific information behind a deep freezer compared to a regular freezer, but I would assume that if you prepare a duck correctly and deep freeze it, it would be just as good as anything else.
Yeah.
In a deep freezer.
What? So probably last up to a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, part of that is prepping, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I just shot this deer, or I just shot this elk, or I just bought this, half cow.
Yeah.
Now I have meat for the rest of the year. So I mean, you have to look at that. So maybe a con to farm to fork is you have to have storage for that. You have to have
and that was
freezers.
actually that was an issue that was going to be an issue. So right before we got our first pig, the first time, I didn't have a deep freezer.
Yeah.
We have a garage refrigerator freezer, and then we have the refrigerator inside. There's no way that I was going to be able to fit half a pig in both of those. So I was on the hunt, and it took me about 2 months to find one. I finally found one at the Sam's Club in Folsom.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah. What do people do if they go buy half a cow or they get an elk and they don't have the prep
Yeah.
for it?
Yeah. I mean, realistically for me, we have a deep freezer and I think we need a bigger one.
Yeah,
mean-
so I think mine isn't anything too crazy. I think ours is a 7 cubic foot.
I don't even know what mine was. Mine was a hand me down from my mom. Which
Yours isn't too much smaller than mine, so maybe it's a 5.
Okay.
Yours seems a little bit taller. I think mine's a little bit wider.
Well, mine was a free gift. Like I said,
Well,
mine,
free's better than $279.99 that I spent.
exactly. Well, I mean, and ours wasn't even just free from my mom. My mom got it free from the Schwan man
Oh, there you go.
back in the day,
Okay, and it's still running.
and it's still running.
There you
It's a
go.
great
Good.
it's a great freezer. So knock on wood.
Yep,
That it stays around for a while.
that's awesome.
So, what do you? Okay, so talking about this. So you talked about taste. You talked about that. I think another pro, and I think it leans on taste, is health wise. I go back to an egg, right? You have a free range chicken, right?
Mhm.
A true free range chicken. The color of the yolk is darker, but the nutrients from that egg itself
It's richer.
is so much more richer. You have more vitamins. You
Yep.
have everything. Everything's amplified, even from the free range in quotation. Free range from the grocery store is still not free range.
No.
I mean, there's no way they can mass produce a true free range where I get my eggs from. They can do it. I
Mhm.
mean, they got. I think the Crazy Chicken Lady has like 80 chickens now.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at the color difference, the taste, the flavor. There's no way that the quote unquote free range from a grocery store is in fact free range.
Yeah. And when I say Crazy Chicken Lady, I mean that in the most respectful way.
But she's still the crazy chicken lady.
Yeah, don't kill me, please.
Okay, well, hopefully she misses this segment of the show.
No, she'll listen to it. And, I guarantee I get a text message on it. But that is so much better. Like, so you take as simple as an egg or a chicken, right? Something small. Go into a pig that's bigger. I think they get up to about 300 pounds. And
Yeah.
once they start cutting it up, think about a cow. Like,
I actually just had a buddy of mine purchase half a cow, I believe. That's a lot of meat.
and I want to say a lot of places that do cow, they don't even like pig. You go whole in half, right? I think they do quarters for cow
I would agree with that.
because
Yeah.
that's. I mean, you're talking what cows get 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's probably
Let's see what
a
the
standard.
average cow weight is. Average cow.
I never thought I would Google this.
Let's see. Weight.
2,400 pounds for a bull, 16 for a cow.
Yeah. So I mean, that's some serious meat. You take out what organs, that kind of stuff. I mean, I think cows have 8 stomachs. I don't know.
If
Or 4
above
stomachs.
That's
It's
above my pay grade.
four stomachs, I think it is. But it's take that out. Even if it's what a typical beef cow such as an Angus weighs around 12-10.
Go back up to the search, and there was a 4 slaughter. There you go, right there.
Slaughter. Let's see here. So 1,000 pounds, 1,010 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight. I mean, even if you did a quarter, that's 250.
Yeah.
When we do pigs and we split it 50-50,
Well,
it's over 100.
I mean,
That's for a half. This is for a quarter.
yeah, that's what I mean. So, quarter of a pig is more than a whole. Quarter of a cow is more than a whole pig.
Yes, of what
Weight-wise.
meat we get.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, I can't wait for those cows.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
Crazy chicken lady
Uh-huh.
into cows.
Yep.
Cheers to the crazy chicken lady.
Crazy chicken lady. This one's for you.
We do appreciate you.
Well, I just give you shit because I can. And you can't say anything about it right now because I'm on a podcast and you are not right now. But when you're on, you're going to give me more shit. So I probably should stop.
That's a true statement.
She's going to give us both shit.
That's
She
even a better
She
true
knows
statement.
us well enough to give us
Yes.
both a lot of shit. So, it's so hard. I mean, I think this pro con, we can talk all day on just this issue.
I would say there's more pros than cons. I just think for us as consumers, the con portion is, at the end of the day, it's, hey, we can't get it
Yeah.
right now. That
Yeah.
would be our con.
Well, and you think about true farm to fork, it takes what the pigs take, I think, in 9 months to
Yeah.
go from birth to full weight, right?
Correct.
A cow is a couple years.
Yep.
So fruits and vegetables are once a year
Yep.
in most cases,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So you do have to prep. You have to prepare. And you got to be, I think, especially with fruits and vegetables, you're more of a seasonal thing. So you prep more on the meat, and then you use seasonal fruits and vegetables to complement whatever meal you're trying to cook.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, if you're, I don't know when carrots are in season, but you find out when carrots are in season, cucumber, you do a banh mi style
Yeah.
taco. You find out when cilantro is in season.
By the way, I know we talked about tacos a lot last week. I love a Asian infused taco.
Yeah, well, it's something different. It's
Oh
something
my gosh,
unique.
it's so good.
And I don't know what it is. I like most of the stuff. I like anything with a tortilla. I'm a huge fan of.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's carbs in general for both of us.
Yeah, but I would rather have a tortilla than a bun.
That's true.
So I mean, I would rather eat, I don't know, a taco than a burger. I know that sounds weird.
I could go with you on that.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what sounds really good now, just because my mind is going.
Huh.
Make a burger, but your buns are quesadillas.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm in. I'm in. We could do that.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm a big component. I'm a big fan of just Asian food in general, cooking Asian food. I think I'm not going to say perfected in any way, because you always are learning. But I think if I had to pick one style of cooking, Asian is probably more my stronger side.
I would agree with that.
Compared to others.
Hold on real quick. So we were talking about when we have the chicken lady on the podcast,
Yep.
we were going to do burgers. Why don't we do tacos and we'll do a carnitas night?
That works. That would. I mean, I got a shoulder ready to go.
I think I've got one left as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's easy. That's
Okay.
a crock pot all day.
Or I could smoke it.
Or we can. Ooh.
We could smoke it and then turn it into carnitas.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. We're in.
We're smoking that thing.
Yeah. We're doing it.
Maybe the crazy chicken lady's husband's gonna have to come too.
Well, last time I sent him a picture of my carnitas tacos, he said, "Yeah, I need to be invited on the next round." So, yeah, we'll do that.
You want to talk about a guy that can cook?
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's thrown together some good stuff.
Yeah. Just in general, it's just a good time. So
let's go into price.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, leaning more towards the meat side of things, because vegetables, fruits and vegetables, I want to say most of the part, I would say probably in the grocery store, fruits and vegetables, depending on what you're buying, is probably cheaper fruit wise or vegetable wise. Like if you look at a carrot, I would assume a carrot from the grocery store is going to probably be slightly cheaper than a farm to fork because of bulk. That's the only reason why. A grocery store has so many hands in the pot. You have the farmer gets a part, and then a middleman, and then a supplier. It goes up, right? Those are still pretty cheap. What you buy carrots for less than $1 a pound, right?
Yeah.
I would probably assume you probably are going to a farmer's market, and it's probably $1.25 a pound. So not a big difference.
No, and we're not buying. Well, I guess let me say us as a family, we're not buying bulk carrots.
No.
We're buying enough for the week.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing. It's not. Yeah. I'm not trying to buy a big pallet of carrots.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if I'm going to pay an extra 50 cents on the dollar for a package of farm to fork carrots, yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But when it comes to meat, What
Huge difference.
I agree.
Huge
Completely agree.
difference.
I think when it comes to meat itself, yes, you have these big farms. You have what's the ranch on your way down south, Central California, Harris Ranch.
Harris Ranch.
Huge, massive, right? You're talking thousands of acres, right?
Yeah.
They produce a lot of meat out of there, right? It still takes 2 years to raise a cow.
Yep.
Or a year and a half.
Yeah, that time doesn't change.
If they perfected it, maybe a year and a half, right? So they need to get paid because it's like buying a whiskey that's been aged 14 years versus one that's been 6.
Yep.
Right. You have that many more years that you have to have a building, you have to have staff, you have to have all these extra expenses, right?
So much overhead.
Yeah. So they have a lot of overhead at a Harris Ranch or at a big farm like that. So they need to get paid. Their supplier needs to get paid because they have expenses. Then the grocery store needs to get paid because they have theirs.
Yeah.
So I think you look at meat. I look at beef right now. And last time I went and bought, I want to say it was a ribeye. It was $19.99 a pound.
That's high.
Very high. And it's like, I get it with the current times with gas prices and all that. And that's, when you look at a farm to fork, they don't have to go to a distributor.
No.
They're doing it themselves. Yes, gas prices are expensive still, but they're not moving, a beef product from a ranch in Central California up to Northern California.
Correct.
That's a lot of miles. And, they have gas to go around their property. It's a lot more expensive to drive around a 2,000 acre property than a 20-acre property.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I mean, at least I think the price at stores is more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's a given. It's kind of our world right now, right? When I look at, so our pork supplier,
Yeah.
they're a certain dollar per pound.
Yep.
It doesn't matter the cut.
Nope.
It doesn't matter if it's a pork shoulder or if it's a pork chop. Everything's the same price.
Yep.
So, if you go to the store and obviously there's reasons behind it, right? But if you go to the store and you buy, a pork shoulder or a pork chop, they're going to be different prices.
Yep.
But when you go farm to fork, from everyone that I've talked to that buys farm to fork in regards to meat, it's all the same price point.
Yeah.
It's a dollar amount per pound, no matter what the cut.
Yeah. Well, and kind of on the meat side, you are kind of buying in bulk at that point, right? You're buying a half,
Correct.
quarter, full,
Correct.
whatever you're buying.
Yep.
I think it's the same thing when you go hunting, though. I mean, I've been on that last pig trip that I did. There was a guy out there that was. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll cheers and then
We'll cheers.
I can finish my statement.
I think to the just real quick, our pork supplier, Hooker's House Bourbon. We need a big bottle of this for that night.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. We're gonna request Hooker's House Bourbon.
There we go. I don't know. To Mr. Crazy Chicken Lady.
Okay.
I don't know, or could I call him Mr. Pork? No.
Well, if she's Crazy Chicken Lady, he's the pork guy.
The pork supplier. He
The
could be
pork
the pork supplier.
There you go.
There we
pork
go.
supplier.
He probably could pick a good whiskey. I know him well enough.
That's true. But if you can't find what you're looking for, we'll take a bottle of Hooker's House Bourbon.
I would say bring some beer because I know he has some delicious beer.
Yeah.
But you have gout.
I have gout.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking beer.
Yeah, you can't have that beer.
But I need to be here, so we need the scotch.
The sole reason why we do a whiskey tasting a week is because Sean has gout.
This is true.
And this
Can't do the beer.
came out last episode, so he can't do the beer.
Yep, no beer for me.
But back to what I was saying. So when I did that pork trip or that pig hunt, the place we went to, they do a whole bunch of different things.
Okay.
They had They were basically, I wouldn't say a middleman. They had a lot of property themselves, but they also partnered with a lot of the farms around them. They had sheep. They had,
Oh wow.
oh God, they did. I want to say one part had, I want to say it was elk.
Okay.
I don't remember everything they had, but one thing that I do know is one of the close farms had buffalo.
Oh
You don't hunt buffalo,
yeah.
by the way, but the guy we were there with a guy that literally shot a buffalo, and oh my God, you want to talk about a huge animal?
That's a massive animal.
Oh, the head was incredible. The guy was literally trying to quarter the buffalo, and we're coming back with our, I mean, I had a dinky little pig, like I literally could pick it up probably with one arm and all that. I come back and I'm holding up and he's out there, and we're trying to make deals like with this guy, like, hey, you know, that tenderloin looks really good, can I get a little bit of that, and I'll trade you for, heck, I'll give you my whole pig if you give me that.
Just give me a tenth of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
buffalo.
Can I have like literally two steaks of that? And yeah, the kind of guy was a dick. I'll be 100% honest. He was super rude. So that's what made it where we just wanted to fuck with him even more,
Yep.
because you get a whole bunch of us. We just finished hunting. We were freezing cold. So how do we warm up? We drink some whiskey. So we were drinking whiskey the night before. We drank whiskey when we got back. Got some beers.
Well,
in us.
that's 80% of hunting.
Well, let's be 100% honest. This really wasn't a hunting trip. This was, let's go hang out with the guys
Yeah.
because we just want to kick it.
And the
So-
bonus was bringing back a pig.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And shooting guns.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So it was great. The place was fantastic. They were super nice. We had our guide. So it was actually a father-son duo. And the son literally the dad was like, yeah, he graduated early from high school, and I told him it was okay. But the rest of this year, all he is doing is hunting.
Wow.
He's shot every deer in the North America, and the kid is 17.
Wow.
And you want to talk about, I can't even call him a kid because I mean, I can't because I'm older than him, but you want to talk about the knowledge that he had.
Wow.
His dad did a fantastic job, and his dad was one of the coolest guys.
And where was this at?
Just outside of San Luis Obispo.
Okay.
So my buddy,
A lot of mountain range.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we went out, and I mean, it was cold. But we also went in January too. But it was rainy. It was snowy. I think it snowed a little bit on us. One of my buddies, my old roommate from college, loved the guy. He found the place. He got it all set up. We got the cabin. It was great. I was in the bunk with his cousin. They were in the other thing, and I've had so many experience with just him, their families, and that kind of stuff. He's like a brother, right?
That's awesome.
And so it was just bringing back, and I mean, I'm telling you, you would go on that trip and fit right in. Those guys are a crack up.
Awesome.
They went with some of his work buddies, or I shouldn't say work buddies, some of his coworkers that he's really close with. But the trip as a whole was just amazing.
That's awesome.
But I'm excited. I like March coming around. I cannot wait to go again. It's more just to hang out with them.
Yeah.
So
Okay, good.
I mean,
like
don't
it.
get me wrong. I want the pork too.
Yeah.
But give me that boar. I really want to make salami this year.
Ooh, yes.
I need to figure it out. I think I need to talk to the pork supplier, because I think he would know how to at least.
Well,
get
I think that's
started.
something they need to incorporate, because that's not something that they've done before.
I think the process itself is. I don't think they would have to one-off do it, because they have their butcher that they have built rapport with.
But who knows? The butcher might do it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's something that, they
I
can
mean,
at
if
least
not,
inquire about, right?
Maybe if not, we can always do a side thing. Maybe I can get him to do some salami with this, because I think this next boar I get, I'm going to do 100% ground, and I think making some salami would be really good.
You know what we could also do is we can invest in a salami maker. or not salami, jerky. I don't know what the terminology for that would be.
Well,
Like the
you
machine.
you would need. I mean, I know you can get the attachment with like the KitchenAids
Yeah.
to put the grounded casing.
Okay.
That's all you would need.
Okay. Well.
So from what my knowledge is, and I'm probably completely wrong on this, but you basically take the ground, you flavor it, you season it, you ton of salt for curing.
Because it's got a cure.
Yeah, so you put it in casings and you basically just hang it and let it dry.
Okay.
So it has to be in probably a temperature controlled, like I don't. It depends on the time of the year. I don't think you can just hang it. I mean, at least with us, we're definitely not hanging it in our garages during the summertime, right?
I mean, we can't put that in our master bedroom closet. That's not
Well,
something.
maybe we can hang it here in the podcast room.
The
Just
podcast.
have just salami
Salami
hanging.
sticks.
Yeah, salami hanging, and when I get hungry during an episode, I'll just get some off. But I think
That's good.
I think salami would be that, and boar salami. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yep.
That'd probably be fantastic.
Oh
And
my
then if I
gosh.
need some fat, I have some fat from the pork supply.
I've got fat too.
Yeah, so add some of that fat. Oh god,
Oh my
you want to
gosh.
talk about some good
Cheers to
salami.
good fat.
Yeah. So I mean, price point. I think we both agree. Farm to fork is better to go. Plus,
I think in the long run, it for sure is.
yeah, and I think the great thing about farm to fork, even if it's not cheaper, you are supporting a local business.
And I think that's the bigger picture here.
Absolutely. I mean, I would rather support as much as I am an Amazon person. And don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not going to find a local guy that's going to give me this microphone.
No.
Unfortunately, Amazon has ran out a lot of business out.
Yeah.
They are not going to, when it comes to farm to fork, they're not going to ever have a chance.
Never.
Ever have a chance. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with taking losses in one category for wins in another.
You know, one thing I do now that you mentioned Amazon, isn't Amazon opening up their own store?
Yeah. So
What's the deal with that? I don't have any details on that.
So Amazon owns Whole Foods.
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard about that. I want to say it was a $2 billion acquisition for them.
Okay.
So they bought, maybe it was 4. Let's see here. I got to look up because when it comes to numbers, I'm gonna hate myself. So how much did how much did Amazon buy Whole Foods for? Oh, I was completely off. $13 billion. So, yeah, that was a big acquisition for them.
And they're actually opening one here in Roseville, California.
What, well, they already have a Whole Foods.
No, I know, but I thought Amazon was.
No, so that's different. So that's going to be the Amazon grocery store.
What is that?
Yeah, so check this out. Sorry for everyone that's just listening. So, if you want to know, I'm looking up Amazon grocery store. So I know they started this in Seattle. It was, I want to say. So what it is you have Prime, right? It's on your phone.
Yeah.
When you go in, you log into basically the shopping cart. There's some sync that happens. There's no cash registers. There's people that stock the shelves. But when you take a product off the shelf and drop it in the cart recognizes it, adds it to your Amazon cart, and then when you walk out the door, it charges you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's not my cup of tea.
yeah. So it is, I mean, technology wise, absolutely incredible, right? I think it's Amazon Fresh is what they call it. But basically,
So there's lack of human interaction.
yeah, so that there's basically no human interaction at all. So the Fresh grocery stores is your normal grocery store, right? But when you walk in, it basically registers everything, and you walk out, and I know you can go change your card, whatever you want to do, but it basically uses your Prime account And like even say if I'm gonna walk through and I'm gonna buy mayonnaise, right? And then I take the mayonnaise out, it recognizes that I put it in and took it out.
Okay.
It's crazy. Like
It's, I mean,
technology wise,
yeah,
it's crazy.
technology wise, it's a good concept. That's not, yeah,
Not your cup of tea.
not my
Yeah,
cup of
I
tea.
mean, look at there's what one of the shopping carts look like. It's basically a shopping cart with like an iPad attached to it. It's crazy. I mean,
Okay.
it's cool. I wouldn't mind going once, but
I'll go with you,
yeah,
and then
exclusive content.
exclusive content.
Us shopping at Amazon or at an Amazon grocery store
Yeah.
and hating it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll probably love it. I'll be honest.
yeah.
but-
I'm not. I mean, I'll go with you, but we're using your card.
Hold on, we can't use yours.
No,
Oh,
I'm not doing it.
Sorry.
Wow,
honey.
they have a lot of stores.
Yeah.
So, far.
So what? California. I mean, I expect California to have quite a bit.
Yeah, Fullerton, Irvine, Long Beach.
All Southern California.
Yep.
But you're gonna get. I know one in Roseville here. Illinois. That's a surprise. They have a few in Illinois, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Washington. I think this was the first one. Seattle.
Okay.
I think that was the first one. I think this was the second one on Pike Street, Washington, D.C. I mean, it's a great concept.
No, it is. It is. I agree.
mean, if you look at Amazon, the way it's grown and that kind of stuff, fantastic and, great for a company to grow that way. They're so powerful, like
They are.
incredibly powerful now. And it's tough because I like to see it because it's easy for me, like just with the equipment that we have using this podcast.
Yeah. Everything's off Amazon.
I mean, I tried. I went to I went to Guitar Center, right? Yeah, that's here in Roseville, but it's still not a local company.
No.
And I could get better stuff on Amazon than I could from there.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I went there and the people weren't even very friendly. I had one guy, I went there a couple of times. I've been there a few times. I think out of the 5 times I've been there, I have had one nice person.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. It kind of sucks, but I've had trouble with some of the equipment that we use here for the podcast, and will say the customer service that I've gotten from Amazon is pretty good. So, hey, I just noticed, is that the new cup?
This is the new cup.
Ah, the new Yeti cup came in already, huh?
Yeah.
That was quick.
I was actually shocked that it did, but
Let me see that.
it's
Oh,
good. So
that-
Yeti, like we talked about, came out with a Veterans Day
Oh, that's
special.
nice.
It's got an American flag through the Yeti symbol.
I like the gold.
They
like the
did a
rose-
two-tone. It's
Yeah.
kind of copper.
Yeah, I would call it more copper. Yeah.
copper, and then I wanted the red one, but they were out, and they're actually still sold out.
The blue, it looks
The blue,
better.
it looks good. I like it.
I
I
think
was
the-
actually surprised.
I think the blue looks better. I think the red would have been too much.
That's what my wife said.
Well, she's always right.
She's always she's always right, and I'm not.
Yeah. So perfect. So
I think we should save this last topic for when we have our guest speaker.
yeah, and I think with that too, I think some of the new laws in California that we were kind of discussing before the episode, maybe we do a little bit more research on.
So yeah, just so everyone's kind of in the know of what we're gonna push off here. So the next line item is labor binding activities. So anything that would have to do with farm to fork, in regard to the prep work, the continuous care for the animals,
Yep.
or the fruits and veggies and whatnot. We're gonna save that topic to let the professionals.
Yeah,
talk
and I
on
think
that.
the other thing too that we add to that is regulations and laws and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know California, like I said, we were looking at before, has
Yeah.
changed a lot. Gavin Newsom has added some new laws like he has been doing lately.
Yeah.
I know there's been a few around Farm to Fork, which is very surprising, being Sacramento, the Farm to Fork capital, is also the capital of California. So
Yeah, and I mean, it at the end of the day, you and I aren't going to change that. So it
No.
just unfortunately, it is what it is.
Well, we can't change it when you run for political office.
If I'm not right at home, how am I going to be able to be right in a political office?
Well, we all know that it would be probably me that runs for political office one day.
That would be true.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You're the numbers guy.
My wife might kill me on that one. President of the United States. I'm joking. Highly joking. No, I won't do it. I'm already going gray. Could you imagine how gray I'd be then?
Yeah, it'd be all white.
So I would look like George Washington. So I think, that probably wraps up our episode.
Pauses our episode.
Pauses, yes.
Because we are going to be doing...
Well, yeah, this is episode 1 of Infinity on Farm to Fork.
Yeah.
I think
I'd say at least 3 for sure. That
minimum 3. Because I think we could go into the hunting aspect of Farm to Fork.
Yeah.
We could go into the hunter-gathering side of Farm to Fork.
Yep.
Like going out and getting your own fruits and vegetables or starting your own garden, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a green thumb. I'll just go to my in-laws and just take it from them. That's what my daughter does. So
nice.
Yeah, last 2 strawberries left yesterday. She got them both of them.
Of course she did.
Yeah. So, but I think this is going to be an episode that we carry on. So hopefully you guys liked the episode. We hope you guys enjoyed listening to this episode.
Yeah.
Because this is one that we'll definitely continue to talk about.
Well, and it's one that kind of hits home too, just because our supplier is a really close friend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that Chris and I both really enjoy.
Well, and it's something that we if you look at, on what we put as who we are, 2 dads, 2 hunters, fishermen, that right there speaks Farm to Fork.
It does.
Right there. So, I mean, this is something that I wouldn't say has been deeply rooted in our, backgrounds, but it is definitely a branch of our foundation.
Yep. I would agree. Another thing, just real quick on that, with the veggies and fruits, I think we need to make a trip to Denio's, which is here in Roseville, California, so Placer County. There's no reason that we shouldn't be going there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's close.
Yep.
We could go on a Saturday or Sunday morning, and I mean,
Well, you can go on a Sunday.
I could go on a Sunday, but I would want to go with you.
Yeah, we go on a Saturday.
We'll go on a Saturday. Yeah, we'll get some content out for that.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
That'd be good. So
okay.
Well, speaking of content, so you guys probably listening to this episode are like, what the heck? Why are they so? I'm listening to this, but Veterans Day was a couple weeks ago. So speaking of that, the reason why we have split episodes and probably will split episodes even more is I am actually leaving on a little trip.
Okay.
So I will be out of town.
Okay.
But
don't worry, we do have content to post.
Oh yeah, so that's why we split everything up. So we want to make sure you guys have stuff. Just because, like we said from the beginning, life happens. We had to skip a week. Life happens because we are 2 guys that are still, we have full-time jobs. We have other,
full-time dads.
Yeah, we have other responsibilities. But we're going to split this, and it's going to happen. You're going to go on a vacation. We'll do the same thing. So don't be surprised if you see an episode 25.1 and 25.2. There's going to be things that happen like that. But our next episode, I'm excited for as well, because we should have another guest speaker.
Okay.
And it would be one of my brother-in-laws.
Okay.
Is
there any sneak peek?
No, it's definitely sneak peek. So he has traveled. He's traveled quite a bit.
Okay.
He likes to travel. I'll let him talk about what he's doing right now, kind of bouncing around, city to city, living in. Cool experiences.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of envious of it, but my anxiety just ramps up. Sometimes how he's doing it, and some of the cities he's been to. It's like, dude, don't go to Seattle right now, or don't go to Portland. But he's very smart. He's very, very safe, very smart. So I'm very proud of him for that. I talk like I'm that much older than him. Well, I kind of am, but not that much. But he does a very good job. I
Okay,
will say
so travel is
but
the next.
travel is the next one, and it kind of goes hand in hand because I'll be back from my travel experiences.
Okay, perfect.
So we can kind of throw that in there. So he will discuss that from his point of view. We'll discuss it from our point of view because I know you have done some traveling.
Yep.
And I mean, doesn't matter if you've traveled 10 minutes up the road or, 10 hours in an airplane, right?
Yeah.
So I think that will be a good episode as well.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited.
So that I'm excited to have him on. He's actually gonna be staying then a couple days with us, or I think a weekend with us. So he's gonna be here in the house already. So it's like,
Okay.
hey, come over to the next room, come talk with us.
Okay.
So
good. I like it.
It'll be good for that. So yeah. So
All right.
travel will be the next episode.
Perfect.
So well, thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you, Chris, and thank everyone for listening. It's been a good episode.
Yeah. So and thank you for listening to another episode of the Ultimate Buffet Podcast.
Yeah.
It's getting so nice that we're just getting all these episodes.
I know. I seriously look forward to recording time.
Yeah.
Every
Absolutely.
week.
But with that said, in order for us to continue to keep this going, we
Yep.
need you guys to listen. So please like, subscribe
Yep.
to all our social media. So Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Audible. If you guys want YouTube, please let us know.
Yeah.
YouTube, Sean and I were discussing, YouTube's a little bit more difficult because it's a bigger file.
Yeah.
Especially since we aren't doing video. I mean, it's hard to get listeners with that. With Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, hopefully that comes through better than it does with YouTube.
Yep.
But if you guys want YouTube, please go on our Instagram,
Yep.
the Ultimate Buffet Podcast, put a comment, send us a message,
Yeah.
email us, the Ultimate Buffet Podcast at gmail.com. We love the feedback. But we still do have our Patreon
account.
So if you want that early access to episodes, you
Yep.
want exclusive content, you want behind the scenes, we have 3 levels on our Patreon starting at $5.
Yep. Yeah.
$5
nothing
will get
crazy.
you early access if you want it. So if not, you wait till a couple days afterwards and get it on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Audible.
Either way, we appreciate everyone who listens and subscribes. We do appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we're doing this because we enjoy it. So
We're definitely here just to have a conversation, and hopefully you guys love the banter back and forth.
absolutely. Well, thank you again, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Cheers to you,
And
Chris.
I hope you guys have a great rest of your guys' day, night, whatever.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.